Caitlin Clark struggling right there. You hate to see that.
Caitlin Clark's journey began long before her name was known nationwide. Raised in West Des Moines, Iowa, she showed signs of greatness from an early age. By the time she joined the Iowa Hawkeyes, it was clear she was not just another college athlete. She was a rare talent with sharp court vision, deep three-point range, and the confidence to lead a team on her back. Her college career became one of the most memorable in the history of women's basketball. At Iowa, Caitlin Clark broke almost every major scoring and assist record. She became the all-time leading scorer in NCAA Division I history, men's or women's, finishing with a remarkable 3,951 points. She also set the record for most points in the NCAA tournament with 480. Game after game, she amazed fans with her skill and determination. She made the impossible look easy. Half-court shots, no-look passes, fast break finishes. Every arena she entered was packed and every ticket was sold out. Clark's college success wasn't just about numbers. It was about energy, excitement, and belief. She brought a spotlight to the women's game that had never been so bright. She had a magnetic presence that pulled fans in, and it made people pay attention. Basketball WNBA analysts, coaches, and former players all agreed. Caitlin Clark was not only one of the best college players of her time, she was one of the best ever. When Caitlin Clark declared for the WNBA draft in early 2024, there was no doubt where she would land. The Indiana Fever held the #1 overall pick and used it on her without hesitation. Her selection was the start of a new era for the Fever and possibly for the entire WNBA. The buzz around her entry into the league was louder than any other rookie before her. The eyes of the basketball world shifted to Indiana, where Clark would take her next steps. Her first season with the Fever lived up to the hype. She became the first rookie in WNBA history to record multiple triple-doubles. She finished the season averaging 19, 2 points, 8, 4 assists and 5, 7 rebounds per game. Her assist total for the season, 337, set a new record. She also made 122 three-pointers, another record for a rookie. Her 19-assist game on July 17, 2024 became an all-time single-game mark in WNBA history. These weren't just good numbers, they were incredible numbers for any player, let alone a rookie. Caitlin Clark was named WNBA Rookie of the Year and earned a spot on the All-WNBA First Team, a rare achievement for someone in their first year. But beyond the statistics, her presence changed how people saw the league. She brought record attendance, television ratings, and merchandise sales. Her jersey sold Clark effect out almost instantly, and every arena she played in was sold out. Caitlin Clark's impact was bigger than basketball. Economists and analysts began using the term Clark effect to describe the rapid growth she inspired. The Indiana Fever's value jumped to second in the league, estimated at $370 million. The team led the WNBA in revenue, bringing in over $32 million in 2024 alone. Clark's influence was seen in more than just numbers. Young girls around the country began picking up basketballs, mimicking her moves, and believing they could do the same. TV ratings for WNBA games saw massive increases. Social media exploded with highlight clips, interviews, and behind-the-scenes videos. Sponsors lined up to work with her. Brands saw Clark as not just an athlete, but a cultural icon. In short, Caitlin Clark brought a wave of attention and respect to the women's game that had never been seen at that level before. The WNBA grew rapidly because of her. Ticket demand surged. Teams played in larger venues when the Fever visited. The business side of the injury. League boomed and Clark's presence became a key part of future planning. League officials, sponsors, and media companies all recognized that she wasn't just a star, she was a game share. The 2025 WNBA season started with big hopes. Indiana Fever fans were optimistic. With Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and other key players returning, the team looked ready to contend for a championship. In their season opener, Clark recorded a triple-double, becoming the first WNBA player to do so in the first game of a season. It seemed like the magic was still alive, but soon things became more difficult. On May 26, Clark strained her left quad muscle and missed 5 games. It was the first time in her career, college or pro, that she missed a game. She worked hard to recover, but soon after returning she suffered a groin injury. That second injury forced her to miss more games, including some high-profile matchups. The physical toll started to show. In her second season, she played in only 13 of the team's first 23 games. Her scoring average dropped to around 16.5 points per game. Her three-point shooting percentage also went down as she shot only 27 9% from deep. Even her overall field goal percentage dipped. While she still passed the ball well, averaging 8 assists, her play was clearly affected by the injuries. Despite the drop in performance, Clark remained one of the league's most beloved players. Her fan vote numbers proved that. She was selected as captain for the 2025 WNBA All-Star Game after receiving nearly 1.3 million votes, the most in league history. She was also picked for the three-point shooting contest. Unfortunately, due to her groin injury, she had to withdraw from both events just days before the game. Even though she missed several games, the Indiana Fever continued to play well. On July 12, the team won the Commissioner Cup title, beating the Minnesota Lynx 74-59. It was a big win for the franchise, and although Clark couldn't play in that game, she was there cheering from the sidelines. Her leadership and presence remained valuable even when she wasn't on the court. The Fever held a winning record of 12-11 by mid-season. It was a significant step forward from previous years, and Clark's early season contributions had helped set the tone. Her ability to draw defenders, find open teammates, and set up plays remained unmatched when she was healthy. Coaches and teammates spoke highly of her dedication, even through injury. Even ESP award with the challenges, Clark continued to win awards. On July 17, 2025, she was named the ESP Award winner for Best WNBA Player. She beat out stars like Aya Wilson and Breanna Stewart to claim the honor. It was a sign of how deeply she connected with fans, players, and voters. The ESP win also came as she continued to rehab from injury. The recognition brought tears to her eyes. She wasn't just being celebrated for her stats. She was being celebrated for her heart, leadership, and impact. Caitlin Clark's rise was not just about records or winning games. One of the most powerful parts of her story was how she inspired young girls around the country and even beyond. Leadership impact. Basketball camps and clinics began seeing record registration numbers. Sales of basketball shoes and gear for girls saw an increase. Social media was filled with videos of young players mimicking her step-back three-pointers, no-look assists, and signature moves. Her connection with fans, especially younger ones, was personal and real. After games, she often stayed long after the final buzzer to sign autographs, take photos, and talk to kids. In cities all over the country, children held signs that read, "Clark is my hero," or "I want to be like Caitlin." Her dedication to inspiring the next generation created a ripple effect that may last for decades. Caitlin also used her platform to support programs that gave more access to girls in sports. She spoke out about equality in facilities, training resources, and attention. Her global impact popularity gave her the chance to raise these issues in national conversations. Even if she did step away from basketball temporarily, the young athletes she influenced would carry her legacy forward. While Caitlin Clark's story began in Iowa, it did not stay there. Her highlights were shared by fans across the world. International sports media picked up her performances and global audiences became curious about women's basketball in the United States. In countries where women's sports often received less attention, Clark's stardom showed what could happen when talent was given the spotlight it deserved. There were discussions about international exhibition games that would include Caitlin Clark and the Fever. Some WNBA teams began exploring partnerships with clubs in Europe and Asia. Her influence made it clear that women's basketball was not just an American sport. It had the potential to grow globally. Caitlin became a face not only for a league or a country but for a larger movement. Her name became known even in places where WNBA games were not regularly broadcast. Fans from places like the Philippines, Australia, Canada, and Nigeria posted online messages of support and admiration. She helped bring the WNBA closer to becoming a truly global league, one where players could become icons everywhere. If you enjoyed this video and want more inspiring sports stories like this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Drop a comment below. What's your favorite Caitlin Clark moment? We'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.